Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Today we will be coloring out of Color in Heaven Gothic Fantasy Special by Enys Guerrero. A lot of you know this woman because she does a lot of the Gothic fantasy and darker stuff. Remember, she got her start in the Color in Heaven magazine too, and everybody was like coloring this one image. I remember everybody was like, "Oh wow, that's a great image. I love this book." This is like one of my favorite editions that they've done in a while. So we're going to color this one. This one is called Initiation, I think. So. Sometimes these things are. This is the one, and plus I put down construction paper on it. So put down all this paper on it. So this way everything will be nice and neat. You know, and this we don't have to do traditional colors, which I like that we don't have to do traditional colors in this book, you know. But sometimes it's nice to do them anyway. Just looking for my reds, which I'm pretty much almost done with my reds in this. So it's like really the good thing that's happening with the reds here. So maybe we should do like pinks and purples today. This one is called 89. This is like a pale purple one. I think we should do it in pales today. If it's too light, I can always go darker with the hair. I almost did a Hannah Lynn today. But I haven't done an Enys Guerrero this month, so I feel like not doing an Enys Guerrero, it's kind of a disfavor. There's like certain artists that I always want to color. Yeah, I like Enys's work, but I have to kind of be in the mood to do it. Like, you know, some of us like cutesy, some of us like more realistic art. Like, I always like the ones who have the cutesy stuff, but sometimes you need something a little bit more adult, more, you know. I seem to be coloring a lot of Halloween stuff. I know it's not stuff like last month I colored a lot of Christmas stuff, I noticed, but you know, most of that was Christmas in July. Sometimes you like just to color something different. Tomorrow afternoon I have a job interview, so I'm really happy about that. I'm hoping I get the job, you know, at the interview for it. Hopefully I do a good interview. You know. I know. I always like how they color. Thank you, Emily. I hope it goes well too, you know. Even though it's only for a part-time position, maybe, you know, I'll like the job and, you know, and get back to work at least a little bit, you know. But if I get this job, that means the schedule is going to change. But, you know, today me and my mother went out a little bit. You know, it's always hard for us to get out here because we got to prepare, get dressed, get ready, you know. And my mother has come to really like this thing called espresso coffee. And she likes it a lot better because it's neater. You know, when you have regular coffee, you have to take all the grinds and do that stuff. No, I always like different things. So, you know, shopping here is like kind of a little bit easier. Oh, yeah, they have like stores like Aldi, Dollar Tree, Stater Brothers. So this community is very different than where I used to live. You know, where I would just. I'm going to make the moon glitter, guys, so don't feel bad. I do not have pastels, actually, at the moment. So I can't really do backgrounds very well yet. Like, I don't have pastels. So when things start to come, you know, the house is normal. We're doing one room at a time. Now, Amazon has this thing, if they'll give you like a discount for the moving stuff. The thing is, I'm going through this marker set really quickly. Last night I got rid of like 3 more colors. And this is, I'm like, ugh. But then I'm thankful. Hi, Michelle, how are you? See, I'm like, now that I'm in California, it's very different here. Lifestyle is very different here. But you know, now, you know, the other thing I like about living here is that I don't have to share washer and dryer with everybody else. Yeah, we got one in the house. Yeah. My mother keeps seeing coyotes. Yeah, I live in a place where there are coyotes. You know, I had found a person had asked me to interview with them, but you know, the job is in Los Angeles, so that's a no-go. That was where my brother was. Thank you, Danielle. With this book, I feel like I can do more outrageous hair color choices. And I have this here, guys, in case I need to know what color it is. Well, remember, this is Gothic fantasy, so it's not like. I've also been watching a show called Only Murders in the Building with Steve Martin Short. I'm only 1 episode away from finishing Stranger Things, season 4. Carmine. This will make the hand look a little bloody. If we want, we can even do her skin blue. Just think about that, guys. We can do different skin tones too. So I haven't tried it with markers yet. The color's just vibrant on this. Oh, my mother was really happy. Mother's now thinking about getting a chair and a table for outside the little. We have a little area where we could possibly sit, but that isn't really set up yet. Outdoor furniture is very expensive. It's more expensive than indoor furniture. Yeah, I know, right? Mm-hmm. So what color should we make her skin and the outfit? Yeah, maybe we should do a zombie girl. Do a skin gray. I never get to use my grays. Thinking blue, but I'm thinking like dark blue. Really dark blue for her outfit. That's terrible. You know, how you can be diagnosed with one thing, get diagnosed with something completely different. That's good. You might go home. Cerulean blue is what this color is called. Thinking we might make her a zombie. I think she should be a zombie. I'm thinking zombie girl. For whatever reason, this is screaming zombie. Like, I don't know what it is, but it screams vampire or zombie. Things will look different. Let's try that. I don't have too many grays. Not even in my Copics. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 grays in my. But that doesn't mean it can't be done. Even if you don't have it, we still have pencils, so we can still use pencils if worse comes to worse. Because I have this thing here, which is good. But now I need a darker blue. You see what I did? I made the thing blue. I think doing the hair the pinkish color makes it look better. I think I've colored close to almost 50 books this month. I'm not joking, I really have colored that many. Mm-hmm. Almost 50 coloring books I've colored from 50. Well, remember Danielle, I didn't color for a long time until last month. And last month I was also doing, we were also unpacking, getting things in the house. You know, we're still not completely done. You know, here I am looking for a job too, you know. So things are starting to get into a routine, but you know, I need to work, so. Gotta keep in mind different things. Plus, when the laundry thing goes off, I'm gonna have to take all of those clothes. No problem, I don't mind doing those things. See, keep in mind what I do here. I'm gonna add some stuff to the outfit. Could look a little bit more bloody. I want to give her colors to look a little bit more bloody. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put this as a gel pen. The moon is gonna be gel pen. So keep that in mind. You understand why I put the red in. I'm good, Keely. Would have come on earlier, but then the other things had to be done today, so. I have a job interview tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. Gives me a chance to go out without my mother for once. My house. I do too. They might give me an assessment test, so. You know, and I'm also taking, you know, some of you know, I've also been taking some, I'm also right now in the middle of taking a certification course. I mean, basically I sit and I do like a little bit every day. I take like 20, 30 minutes every day trying to see it. And then I have to take little quizzes at the end of each section. You know, over here you have to be certified to do a lot of work. It's not like, you know, when I was back in New York, you could just do the job, you know? I'm going to do the gel pens last because they tend to be, sometimes the gel pens get wet on your hands. Get a little red in there. You can tell this red is dying. I always get sad when my reds die. That's okay, though. You know what? At least we used it. Didn't you notice that there's some colors that you like never use in markers, like your grays you almost never use, unless you're doing like castles or dungeons. Always like weird stuff. I was so happy my mother's coffee ordered out of it today. Like we had this big thing of Nespresso bag. You know, if you order them from the Nespresso thing, they give you a bag, a recyclable bag, but you gotta return it to them. So part of the program is if you drop it off at a UPS location, you can have it done. But because we came back a little early and the guys were on their lunch break, we went into this thing called the drop-in lounge in our community. And it was nice and cool. And me and my mother had a little snack, a little bit of coffee, and the coffee was really hot. So you know what? It's different than living here in New York. I think I like it a little bit better. There are things that I like about living in New York. Like number one, getting to places in New York was a lot easier, and I have a lot more access. I was working, so it's a little bit different, you know. And I wouldn't say it's better. I would say it's a calmer lifestyle. You know what I hate when you have one end of the market and then it's all like choppy. Actually when I got this and I complained to Amazon like 3 of the markers I had to get rid of immediately in this set because the tip was all screwed up. So I made note of that. Hi Robin, how are you? Yes, we do. This is our own place now, so it's the house now. We got a bookshelf, we got a dresser, we got a nightstand, got a bed, you know, all this stuff we got as we went through the house. My mother got an entertainment unit. So everything has, you know, everything had to be done. Once this dries, it'll look totally different. lavender. I like that purple. So like this purple goes well. I think this purple will go well. I like it because it's, you know, different. As you can tell, we're doing Enys Guerrero. I also picked the second image if we get done early. Kind of like prepared. And I almost was still gonna do Hannah Lynn, but I was like, you know what, we haven't done an Enys this month. I kind of got 2 forever whips this month. I was like kind of like really shocked. Like I had a forever whip in my Buffy the Vampire Slayer column book. Well, you guys are used to seeing me doing Caucasian coloring. No, bookkeeper. I don't actually have the license. In order to be officially an accountant, you have to take the CPE exam. And before you can even take the exam, you have to have so many credits. So I think the right word for me would be a tax associate. You could, but the thing is that you have to have all these things if you go into business for yourself. You have to get licenses, you have insurance, a couple of different insurances, which add up. You have to buy the software too, so there's a lot of things. There you go. I think I forgot the pink here. It is actually that involved because it's a lot of different things. So the grays, I see here. So we can take the grays, see what grays we have here. Yeah, there's a lot of grays in this set. Yeah, I know, right? Grays in this set. Look how many grays there are in this set, right? Grays. My other set. So let's see what this one is. To get you the idea of the colors. Well, this isn't going to work. Let's do. Cool gray one. Green gray. Blue gray. That's really dark. CG4 cool gray. I do have Copic grays, so warm gray 3. I'm not really a fan of that gray. Blue gray. These are really dark. Warm gray 6. Warm gray. Look how many color grays they have in this. I'm like, come on, you could have done without one of the warm grays and added a skin tone set to it. Another skin tone color. Okay. Now we go on to the other grays. I don't have many grays in Copic, so just keep that in mind, guys. I had to buy my grays separately. Looking for my grays. So my grays I bought separately. Looking for my grays. Right, this was the MemOffice ones, right? So let's look at what the Copics give you. Neutral gray. What? This is all my grays. And my Copics. Having the extra scrap paper really does help. T3. Toner gray. I also recommend buying a gray set when you get the Copics because if you really like them, after you get your skin tones and your basic colors, get a gray set if you really like them. Warm gray. C4. I like this one. Like that one, and she said she liked the blue green gray. Those two. T3. That's when I have a duplicate. C3 is cool gray number 3. I think we're going to go with C4. Just kind of, everything's a bit loose. I don't know why. So you know what we'll do? We'll mix these together. We'll do green gray. No, we'll do C4 and see how that comes out. When I do like supernatural creatures or like vampires, zombies, I do the skin color. think sometimes, yeah, isn't it? Well, I think a lot of times we don't use our grays because we're like, what are we going to use our grays other than for stones and castles and sometimes round, right? I used up like a whole line pencil today. See, that's the natural light. It's just natural light that's coming in that does that. Really? You know, sometimes I color orange when it's fall for leaves too. You know, sometimes I'll use orange if I'm coloring a fall picture for leaves. Birch trees are nice. Yeah, I've seen those trees, birch trees. Let's see how the girl looks after she tries. Now I'm going to do, oh, no, you're not the color. I know, right? I did a Gothic picture today. Here, now I should finish you up with a little thing. Yeah. Give you a nice color. Now I had an idea how I was going to do this, but then now that I put the gray skin, I actually liked it better. It's funny how the skin looks so different when you do it like that. Now these gel pens I got at the budget store. I have to find that below. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I'm almost done with my Daria Cackersoy books. I have some of them, yeah. Very few left to do in a book, so I'm like kind of like surprised. You know, I started coloring again in them, and I'm like, wow, I've done a lot in this book. And sometimes I like go to a picture and I'm like, wait a minute, I did that already? So I'm just really happy. I think I'll finish at least 3. 2 Daria Cackersoy books, possibly. I don't know if I'm going to finish Cute and Creepy. I might finish that because I seem to be on a tear with that book. Like I'm coloring a lot of pages in that book. She is a really dark-skinned zombie. But I do like the way she did come out. She did come out really nice. I did like that. So, kind of liking that page. And what is the sign of a juicy marker, everybody? What does man say is a nice sign of a juicy marker? So I'm going to take this page, keep it in the back, just, you know, it's sure so that it doesn't get blotted. In my case, my markers always go through, even if I have a blotted page, sometimes they don't. So the next page I chose for us to do. Yeah, I was thinking about this one, but this is a really nice one. But let me show you guys what I've been working on in some of my other books, so you guys can learn from this book. That was the next one I was thinking of coloring. Oh no, don't fall. I hate when that happens. You know, you put the markers on and they all fall down. So I'm going to show you what I've been working in Romantic Country. So this is the only thing I don't like about these books is the Erie books. Is that sometimes you have to put, like, I finished this one. I finished this double page spread in it. But the only thing I don't like is sometimes when you put your pencil down, I started it a long time ago, never finished it. Sometimes it does this thing. You know, it goes back into the other page. And it does this thing where, you see, these little marks or impressions. And then you have to take an eraser, like over here. You guys don't see it. It's there, like blots. So I've been using blotted pages for this. So I did this. I did this Romantic Country. I was trying to make it universal, but because I started in a different color, you know, I had to make it look different. You know, I did that with different pencils. So you can see. Then I did this. I'm not done with this page. Yeah, I'm not done with this, but, you know. This was all a Holbein pencil. I used up a whole Holbein pencil. Well, I should say half. I had like a third of it in it. I used it right to the very, very end of it. So I've been working in this book. You know, the thing with this book is that I put a piece of paper down, and look what happens. Look at what happened with this. I don't know how to fix this without a pastel. And I don't have pastels, so I got to fix this somehow. I got to either erase it, do it with something. Anybody have any ideas how to do it? I have watercolors, but I don't want to. So then you see, like, I have a lot of whips in this one. Yeah, I know, right? A lot of whips in this book. You guys can tell. This is the book that's I got to figure out what I did here because I have no idea what I did here to make the wood look like this. Somebody said I should just leave it to give it. Yeah, I know, but when you erase it, it sometimes worsens it. I've tried that because it's just going to go red. Some of you have seen this one. This one was finished a long time ago. So you guys can see how this one here. I have ideas on how to do things, and then I start them and I never finish them. So I need to start finishing things. I think I had tested out the Schrift-Farbens on this paper or the Lyras. Yeah, no, this was the Lyras because I had just gotten the Lyra pencils, and I wanted to test how they worked on it. So you can see on this book I have like a whole lot of things, and I don't remember what colors I used. That's the problem. Sometimes you start something and then you can't remember what you used on it. Who here does that? I can't remember what they used on it to do the colors. So the thing is, sometimes some of my markers look like my other markers, so then I have to look at what they are to do that. Right now, I do not have my umbrella books without me. They're in the other room. So, you know, I'm in this little room right now. This is like a makeshift office room, so. And I'm keeping that in there. You know what? It could come from the figures out of it. We can probably color. So I wanted to show you guys what happens with the Romantic Country books. How many of you guys have that problem with your romantic country books? You color in pencil and then it's like, I'm gonna save her for last. I know what we can color. We're gonna know this book. My other favorite thing to color. I think I have 4 pages left in this one, so this one is probably most definitively I think we'll do her. Mahogany. You get 2 books from me. I have been coloring in it. I did 3 this month so far. Now this will be number 4. I know, right? I'm coloring a few pages in this book already. And if you're wondering what color this is a light mahogany E07. This comes from the Copic set. Now, the reason why I'm using the Copics is because they have a lot lighter colors that are a lot better. Sugar almond pink. That's going to be hard for me to color. I think the tip is dry. RBO2. When you know it, Grace has to refill. When you know it, Grace has to refill for that. Excuse me as well, I get a wipe. This is such a nice. This is the thing that I dislike about the Copics. It smells very lemony in here. I don't like when I can't do this. You know, I'm having a problem right now because I can't get the wipe out with the container. You know what I'm saying? I like green and orange fan colors. Now my hands are all wet and icky and sticky. This is the only thing about Copics that I dislike. Like I always, when I refill them the old way, I always put it around like this, so that way it absorbs. Okay. Anyway, right on my pants. Hopefully. Leave a bad stain. See, this is why I like the new refills a little bit better. You know, at first I didn't like the new refills, the ones that are the thinner refills, but over time you start to really learn to appreciate the thinner refills because they're easier to refill with less mess. Just clean off this, because some of it went on the desktop. Then we shake it. I may have to take out another wipe to wipe off the Copic because it's all sticky now. You know, you get all sticky. If anybody goes and asks, oh, look, Grace is messy. It's messy because I'm not prepared. When I try to find wet wipes, they're not easy to find. Like, I like the wet wipes the best. But they're not as... See? Look what a properly refilled Copic looks like. And what it does. Proper Copic does this. Is there a book you would like me to color, guys? And don't ask me for the nature one. Who is Atlas? I don't remember who Atlas is. Neos. Someone who always has a cat. He's an orange tabby on YouTube. I'm trying to remember who has the cat on YouTube. Somebody has a cat on YouTube that I really liked a few years ago. And he's always hiding under her bed. Oh, now they downloaded this thing doesn't want to give me sunlight. Now this one wants me. The room does not want to give me sunlight. Geranium. No, it's not yours. Something with a T. Something with a T. He's always hiding. No problem. You ever get a book and you're like, what am I supposed to do with this book? You're like, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that book. Pastel pink. And sometimes, you start off with a color and then you're like, no. Cats can be wild. They're hunters. Maybe you saw a girlfriend you knew. Some cats are wild. They just do that. Cats do that. No problem. I don't take it personally if you have to go, guys. Everybody has lives. So don't take it personally. G17. I'm gonna finish this on screen, but anybody's wondering what color this is. This is amethyst. And the Lycopics came from a lot of different places, but the majority of the time I get them from Blix. I found out the nearest Blix to me is in Fullerton. I don't really know how far that is, but according to the map, it's pretty out there. B06 is lavender. You can tell that the colors are coming out really nice in this one. I think we'll just stick to two colors. Danielle. It works better that way. Remember, guys, if you can't finish watching this stream live, it always plays back about an hour or two after I finish it. Sometimes 30 minutes, but no. Well, every time I use Copics, they come out dry. And then again, I didn't use these. I didn't use a lot of stuff for a few months, you know? Deep violet. Mm-hmm. So it seems like everybody's having problems. And I was so devastated to learn that one of my cousins passed away. Well, it really was my mother's cousin, but he was only 55 years old. And imagine how that feels. He leaves behind two kids, five. The kids are teenagers, but Look how nice those came out. And I'm not doing a background. I'm not actually going to do backgrounds. I do not like doing backgrounds. Pale green. Yeah. I'm not showing you how much left I have in this book left to do. It's actually not that much. Exactly. You don't always need a background for everything. But then there's some people who just make a background look like the most sensational thing in the world. Vivid pink. Wait, this is dying too. You ever hear that in your marker? You know the picture's dying. You know the marker's dying. You're just like, please don't die. Let me finish you. Oops. Guys, that my thing came down. Like, you know, when you knock into something, it just automatically always knocks into something else. Sometimes I put my Copics. Doing one for the face. Peach. This is the MemOffice color. Some people say, oh, I should do all the intricate work and stuff like that. No, I don't think it needs intricate work because it's kind of already done for you. Vivid pink and this is done. Yeah, August just by really quickly. Everything zoomed by really quickly this month. These two are now done. These two go bye-bye. Like purple. BV01 Viola. You all know this color really, really well. Now all that's left is her skin. Now all that's left is the skin. So what do I need? K53. And my Enys. Oh, you're looking for the 0. Can't find one of my skin tones. That's just making me very angry. No, when you can't find your skin tones, you get very like pissy because you're like, where is the skin tones? And there's E00 eggshell. Well, today was much nicer. Like we're gonna be in fall soon here, so E00, which is the cotton pearl, which is a nice base color. Now this is my base layer. For whatever reason, I'm having trouble loading this color with my marker ink, refilling it. Which means I might have to replace the nib. So you guys got two, because tomorrow I'm not streaming. Tomorrow I have an interview, so I feel like I have to give you a double stream today with two pictures instead of one. But you see how the cotton pearl is a lighter color? Well, most people are going to tell you use cotton pearl as a layer, which I do. But you can also use pinks and other colors and browns as skin tones if you want darker skin tones. Eggshell E50. Don't really use eggshell too much, but it adds a nice layers to the skin. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you they use eggshell to darken their skin tones, which they do. Like in the Prismacolors, I like Nectar for darker skin tones. This is my favorite, E53. Well, that's the way they work on this paper. Now, some people will be like, oh, you don't have a brush tip. Why don't you have brush tips? Huh. When I put on lighter, the lighter, yesterday I refilled this. I don't know why the smaller tip on this marker does not work right. You just might have to replace some nibs. That might be what it is with the Copics. Mind you, I had these in storage for a while. Remember, they were in storage for about 2-3 months. My Copics, so keep that in mind. The most you can do on this paper is 5. Try not to do more than 5 or 4 layers with your skin tones. We already did 3. This is the 3rd layer. Already I can tell the paper starting, I can feel the paper as I move on it, it's starting to peel a little bit. So when it dries, it gives us a nice sheen. See, we used our Copics, we used our MemOffice. This red dye too. That's what you do when you get. This is why I have my Copics out, because I never know when I'm going to need them. Copics are really good. I'm going to have to wash my hands after this stream because I got a little bit of marker on my hands. Even though I have the disinfectant wipes. Came out nice. This is nice. As you guys can tell, I use a lot of markers today. Today was a marker day. So today we did markers. So I'm going to show. So we did this one today, right? We did this one today. So that makes it 4 in this book this month. Right, I'm going to, right, so we did this, which really is nice. I like the way this one came out. I wasn't expecting to do purples and pinks, but that's what I felt like. Then I did this one. You guys will probably see this during finished pages, but I did this one. I did this one. Did this one too this month. So you guys can see what I'm doing in the book. So that will make 4 in this book this month. Then for those of you who came in during the second part of the stream, we did this one. We made her a zombie girl. I actually got to use my gray markers, which I normally don't use. So we did her in gray with the pink hair. So we did her in markers, and this one is called Initiation. I thought it was fun to do her as a zombie instead of doing her traditional skin tone because, you know, it's like a Gothic picture. It would be nice to do that. So that's what we've done. So, and these 3 markers are now dried up. So as you can tell, these are colors I use frequently. So I hope you guys all have enjoyed that. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy. I hope you all have a good evening, and hopefully the interview doesn't last too long, and hopefully I'm home. So hopefully I do well at the interview. Wish me luck on the interview, guys, tomorrow. I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, be kind to one another. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye, everybody.